Hello and good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new series to my channel, which I'm going to be releasing Friday because at the moment Darkwood has been going through a lot of updates and it causes you to restart the game. So until it's more released, I'm going to be playing Night in the Woods. I'm going to be playing Kingdom New Lands because I thought, screw it, why not? And I'm going to pause it and say, like, I've played the game a lot already, so it's not like I'm going to kind of, like, I don't know. I guess I'm going to be showing you this, like, a little bit of a speed run playthrough because I haven't got all the achievement yet. I have got most of the achievements, but the one that is complete the entire game in a certain amount of days without dying. So I'm going to basically do that one, and I'm going to try and get through this, and hopefully tell you some cool tips as well. Basically, I just skip the start because it's fine, and yada yada, go and recruit these guys, awesome business. Peasants, get your lovely arrows, men. Get your arrows, I'm going to give you 2 arrows because you seem handy. And always feed your horse, because it definitely does help. Because as you can see, I have little sparkles coming from my legs, and it allows me to run super fast and quick and speedy like, which is awesome. Deers are also helpful, very helpful indeed. Yes, come with me, I don't care. I already know what you mean. Yes, Kingdom logo. Which when you first start up, when you walk past that, it's really disturbing. Yeah, come with me, I know what I'm doing. That's what the ghost is like, but I'm like, no, I know what I'm doing. We already found the boat already, which is very helpful. And I'm going to have a little wander around because there's only one portal on the day, so they'd only attack from one side, which is definitely a handy way to find out when they are going to attack you. And I have enough gold to be able to defend myself very easily, because they only attack you like with 1 or 2 people at the start of the game. So I'm basically going to run left, try and find some camps. Oh, I'm running out of my shiny feet, so I'm going to go and give you some. Actually, I want this horse. This black horse seems cool. It's just like the horse for some war horse. So I'm like, yeah. And okay, awesome. We found the harbour. So we basically can know I can expand left as much as I want, and I don't need to worry about being attacked by people. So I actually can just build farms over here and not have to have walls to defend them because I would never be attacked. So that would be helpful. I know if I would say one thing, sometimes it's probably the fastest first thing to do sometimes with this game is to free up one side of your world, because they're only going to give, because it's always going to give you the option to escape. So if you get rid of all the portals and the side where your harbour is, it's so much easier to be able to build your colony rather than having to try and defend it all the time, especially if you have a farm on the side where you do get portal attacks all the time. So it's starting to become a bit night time, but at the moment it's fine. I've got loads of stuff. I'm going to rebuild up my camp a little bit. You're fine over here. So everyone's cool. Everyone's fine and everyone is pretty cool. It's pretty awkward at the moment because I don't know how long I've been recording for. And also, yeah. Oh well, whatever, it's fine. I'm just going to have to wing it and just know how long to record it for. Because I'm going to basically show you, like, you don't really need to worry about being out at night, because I could just, whenever I see him, just go, boop, boop, drop some coins, and be all on my way. Oh well, we already found this. This is awesome. And we found a dog too. I hear you, little doggy. I'll come and save you. But firstly, I could just leave the gold and let him pick it up. Easy. Leave the gold, let him pick it up. Easy. Oh look, these guys have left me alone. I don't need to worry about it. I can chase after them and do all this business. And doggy, I was confused as hell when I first saw these, because I was like, there's no way of showing coins, but you just drop a coin, and for some reason, dropping a coin to the ground, for some reason, allows me to recruit this dog, and somehow snap a tree in half by just dropping it. I don't need that at the moment, it's not really needed, but hang on. I was going to say, I've had no sort of really recruitment areas, other than one really early at the start of the game, which is very, very strange. So basically it's a good thing I know to only cut down my trees from the left, because I won't be able to do very much. And oh yeah, these little signposts here, this, you give gold to them and go into the pause. When you complete your island, it will unlock something on your island. So for example, it will give me the archer tower from completing this mission with the actual note from the actual island. And each time you go to an island, there's a little circle which it would unlock something. So you could tell I've unlocked everything because I've played this game a lot indeed. So, and also if you are just starting the game and you are curious, you can kind of get a look at this and see what islands, what stages you unlock your stuff at. So you get the dog on the second island. If you're lucky, you could unlock him really early indeed. Which the dog is incredibly handy, because he barks basically whenever there are enemies nearby, or you're near a portal, he'll bark at the portal. So yeah, this is going to be very awkward having these two only camps on the right hand side. If I was lucky, I would have liked to have it on the left hand side, and man, I should have refilled up my fuel. Oh yeah, also I could show you one little tip actually. Let me just move over here to do this. When you're expanding your city, and for example, there was that camp really close to me earlier, I can still be able to keep the camp and expand on the right hand side like I'm doing here. I'm cutting down trees over here. It's going to be a bit slower, but I'll cut down all these trees, all of these trees here, and all these trees, but I'll stop because this tree here, I would leave this tree because it stops this camp from disappearing. And then I'll leave these trees here and leave all these trees here as well, because if I cut this tree down, the forest will disappear and this camp will disappear with it, which means I won't be able to recruit my men, which I need to really cause my city to thrive, which would not be very good at all. Give me some money, please. And another little tip as well. See, look, recruiting your little camp up 2 levels will give you automatic walls as well, which is also an achievement to get walls day 2, and that's how you do it. Basically, just you get loads of money, so it's really easy to do, and you can just do that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So now I got a hammer. He's gonna run off and start building these walls and potentially doing this. Oh yeah, I need to pay you as well. So you take that coin and be gone, sir, and get me some money. I just by accidentally picked the female character. I didn't have any specific weird purpose in picking her. There's also no reason for the characters except for your appearance and your interest in those appearances and whatnot. So say if you like a king with a blue cape, I think you could find a king with a blue cape, and you can, if I remember correctly, personalize your own little lovely banner, shield banner icon using codes, because I've seen Jacksepticeye play this Kingdom New Lands, and there was a special little icon because he played the original Kingdom games, so just Kingdom, in its pre-alpha state. So, as thanks from the developers, he thought, I'll give you a special sort of his septic eye symbol, which is pretty cool actually, and I really like that about it. And I could start building the boat, but I'm fine. Actually, well, I say I was going to do this as a speed run, but I haven't really got the stuff to really do it without upgrading my kingdom. See there. Also, if you can see me on the floor, I'm dropping coins on the floor like a crazy madman. There is an achievement up to day 8 to do this without dropping a coin. And there's a little cheatsy doodle way of doing this as an achievement. And basically what you do is you purchase a camp. You purchase your camp at the start of the game, but don't recruit any men. And basically, let me just eat this grass quickly. Don't mind me. Thank you. Build this up because I want to farm ASAP to start recruiting a load of men, because that'd be really helpful for me. And I'll recruit you. Which one good thing about Kingdom New Lands compared to the standard Kingdom game is, one, you get this lovely little dude as well that you just saw pop out through my city then. Yeah, and this basically, that guy, to give money to him, and basically every single day he will increase the money you've given him by 25%. If you walk past him, he'll throw the money at you, which is a very good viable way to build up money, and also stop coins that you have in your inventory from being wasted, because that can sometimes be a big old problem. But yeah, I've upgraded my kingdom again, so I'm going to start recruiting 2 of these. But I haven't got the gold to actually do that, so I'm going to wait till it's daytime and get some gold from him. Thank you. And I'll give Yeah, I'll wait, actually. I'll wait. I don't need to give you any gold, but yeah, just 2 here for now would be helpful, because I want to go and recruit some dudes over here. Hey, Lou, dude. You ain't have a coin. Wait, hang on, there was someone else as well there. I'm sure I saw you just spawn. Nope, I'm crazy. Whatevs. Yes. Freedom. And there's also mounts, new horse, like loads of different sort of horses you've probably seen in the trailer. Oh, they are so awesome. The unicorn one, which you unlock at the very end, is badass. It's really good because whenever you eat grass like I do as well as replenish its stamina, it gives you free coins, and it's awesome. Oh, I wonder if that guy what came into my city earlier was a hammer dude and he lost his hammer. That could be a case. Also, Archer Towers increases the damage by your arrow, the arrows fired by 1 hit less than it would take to kill them. So say if you have a dude with, I think in a way it does that. Like if you have just a guy with a mask, it will kill them instantaneously rather than doing it and 1 hit to remove his axe and then 1 more hit to kill him. Well, I say that different masks will take more hits to remove it, but yeah. And basically, it also greatly increases the accuracy to being almost pinpoint accurate range, rather than your previous owners just firing arrows willy-nilly in this direction, hoping for an arrow to hit. Sometimes being so silly to have the arrows land into the actual little river bit here. So as you can see here, it just literally happened right then. So sometimes in the early game, it can really help to get money fast, and in the late game, it's crucial to have that archer shrine decked up to the maximum 24/7, because you really need that accuracy and the damage, because you don't want to be missing shots and throwing arrows off into the distance when there's like 30 guys smacking on your walls going, hey, I want to come into your house and steal your booty. As in like your money, like that sort of booty, like pirate booty. Not that booty, Jesus. What are you on about? You dirty man. Or girl. Certainly amusing indeed. I'm going to basically wait maybe a few more days. Actually, I will play the game for a tiny bit off screen, just so you get to see this little island later. And then I shall possibly consider going on to a new island. And then I'll end the video there. Yeah, another tip as well. Yeah, when you upgrade your kingdom as well, you don't need to upgrade your walls and your tower. When you upgrade your castle to stone, a stone walled castle, it'll give you towers and a wall for free. So sometimes it helps in the early game to, if you have the space, build a outer wall first and then forget the inner wall, because the inner wall will just naturally upgrade itself over time to a pretty decent wall. It's a tier 3 wall, so it's like 1 less from the maximum tier, so it's really good. Also, this little house I built here, it basically is extremely awesome, because rather than your farmers running off like a crazy lunatic because they're scared of the dark late at night, they will stand out at their little camps and basically stay there instead, rather than running back all the way to my kingdom, which you could get the idea there. Which that's sometimes a big crucial moment. And also can sometimes be a downside, because if you haven't got a wall to defend your farmers and you have these guys have this built outside your wall, the farmers will stand there and they will just get smacked in the face by these little, what they call greed, which are basically thieves. They will bully them and take their money and take their little farming tools. Also, having this building as well allows the maximum farms you can have from 2 to 4. And there's also later in the game as well, you can get a farmer shrine, which also then doubles the capacity of a farm as well. So early game, you could have a low tier farm upgraded to have 4 camps, and then early games, rather than having to spend money on having a house. It's probably better to have the house though. But, oh yeah, sorry, I just completely remembered. I was going to tell you a little cheeky tip to get the achievement. Actually, you could probably beat 2 or 3 achievements actually in one game, where one of the achievement is don't kill anything for a few turns. Let me see actually. So let's look at these achievements. By day 1, recruit 8 archers. That'll be easy. Just with the 2 farmers you get. Might be hard actually. Oh no. Basically, in the later game, I will explain to you in a tiny bit. You can have knights, which will have your archers go around. If you shove your knight and your archers on your boat, you should get archers really easy in the at the start of the mission. So this one's almost given to you on a silver platter. That one I just showed you on the first day, just before night time, upgrade your camp, and then in the morning upgrade your camp. That achievement's done easy. By day 3, you start your camp. That can be done the same strategy as when it did this one. On the first day, I turned over a cheek and killed nothing for 5 days, as well as also on the 8th day I was fumbled. Where is it? Here. On the 8th day, you dropped a coin on the ground and stuff like that. And the best way to do that would be, let me think. I'm trying to think actually now. What is the best strategy for that? Because I'm sure there might be a specific thing you can do. I have to go and test out and find out for you, but I think it still works. And also on this one's easy as well. Don't run to the 9th day, because the same strategy as my other ones. Most of these strategies can be done by this one strategy I'll show you. On the first day, as you may have noticed, there's no camp on the sides, so you only have this. Basically, you can, to get all achievements, walk to one of the sides where there's not going to be a camp. If you're lucky and just walk coincidentally to the side where there's no camp, it's very handy. And what you can do is, before basically you recruit your camp, so you can even get that camp achievement, just literally stand here. You could stand here for a few days, enjoy the nice surroundings, and if you have a dog as well, which you probably wouldn't want to get the dog because it would cause you to drop a coin on the floor, which would cause you to have on the 8th day a fumble achievement not count. And you could basically just wait here. The greed cannot get to you at the time it takes for it to become daylight and make them run away back to their portal. Not sure about day 5 though, when we get a red moon and they send more of you. I think they might not leave you alone. But if that's the case, you should have enough. If you don't want to do the fumbling one, the fumbling one's a bit easy. Just don't drop a coin on the floor. Be smart when giving coins to peasants, and don't pick up too many coins if your little coffers full. And basically, what you can do as well is, and on the third day, literally walk back all the way to your camp, but activate your camp, and then that's that achievement done, out of the way. And then because you've had your camp built, basically that merchant will start coming to your house. See, as you can see here, they're staying at their camp nicely, awesomely, and basically that merchant will come to your house and give you coins. So that's possibly a way to get the full bag. So you can walk back, give him his little coin, walk back to your little corner, and then I'm thinking possibly no, because that requires you to kill no, because it wouldn't really kill somebody actually. Maybe on the 5th day I don't know, the fumbling one's fine, but I think it says to survive 8 days without it. Maybe I'm gonna have to think. Recruit a hammer person. Go to a stone shrine, upgrade that to stone, and upgrade both of as many walls as possible to stone tier, and that might give you enough time before they get to you on day 8. Because what day are we on at the moment? We're on day 5. So it's only 3 more days from here where you don't have to kill anything. And these guys don't get killed when they get attacked. They just lose their money. So that's that one. So I think that should be a few of your achievements out of the way. And let me think. There should be some more achievements possibly. Yeah, on the 8th day you had a feast. You can get a deer mount. And basically if you stand around deers, you can attract deers towards you. Which that's one strategy. Another strategy would be is if I was to walk through here. Basically, as you can see, there's a forest here, and deers are spawning in the forest. What you can do is let me walk over here, and hopefully there's one to show you this example. Yes, there's a wall right here. So if I build this wall up, basically all the men will start racing down here to this wall. But as they walk through the forest and they'll see a deer, they will hunt Z deer. So people that will start getting recruited will start walking through the forest and killing deer for you. So that's one method. Maybe I was a bit jumpy to build this wall, and I might end up having this lovely nighttime attack a bit too soon. It should be alright if I recruit this. And also throw some money on the floor to get rid of some of them out of the way. So it's like, yeah. It should also, which is also a very good update. Ah, you just heard that sound then. That means the attacks have begun from their side. So this is a bit worrisome. To save some time, I'm going to drop some coins in the floor. Because those guys will pick up the coins and hopefully leave me alone. While it gives me more time for my archers and my builders to go and do that. Yeah, they should be running down now. Unless they're getting distracted by hunting. I hope they aren't. That is weird. I have no idea where my archers are. See, as you saw then, yeah. They're hunting, but come on, dude. Run to the wall. Why are you just walking? Now you're running. Thank you, Jesus. That was awkward. Yeah. Catapults are awesome. Just saying as well. Am I alright? Did they all pick all the gold up? I'm going to be ballsy and go and build this. Not a bad idea, I guess. I guess it's fine. It looks like they picked some of the coins and left. I think I might have bribed all the greed to go. Because it's basically, you could do that. If you feel like your guys aren't going to get the wall in time, throw some gold in front of the wall. And you can kind of like bribe the greed to walk away and just be like, don't attack my wall, dude. Don't attack. Walk away. Here's some gold. You want this gold? Take it. Also, at the moment my dog's in front of the wall. Not a good thing. You want to run away a little bit to make your dog follow you, because greed will pick up your dog and kidnap it, or shall I say, dognap it. Ugh, not good. Not pleasant. It's also extremely sad because you just see your dog just being like held by a greed, and it's also awkward because it's not like under its arm. And his like legs are hanging down now, just like full on holding it like just upright. So the dog's just like, why have you forsaken me? It's like really weird, very bizarre and very amusing. But yeah, on day 6 now. I'm gonna play off screen for a little bit though, and show you the leaving of it. Aha! So here's also one other tip for getting that on the certain 5th day I had a feast or something. Yeah, you can kind of also herd the deer. If you just sort of run up a bit behind them like this, it will scare them off, and then yeah, it would lead them towards it. In my case, they kind of was you could go back and then lead them back up to it. If you had more archers, you might be able to defend it off more. But yeah, that's another little tip. Also, it's gonna be day 7. Yeah, day 7. I have to admit though, in this little game, the spawning was very awkward for this spawning day. Very strange spawning. Everything spawns so far away, and there's normally 3 camps. Maybe I think early gaming, if you haven't unlocked these shrines, like this one here, this shrine here might have been like a camp or something, or a gold case, just to flesh out the land more, so it's not open space all the time. So yeah, early game it might be easy because this could be like a 3rd camp or something. But yes, as you can see, my castle has built to the stone wall era. I didn't have to build these walls. This was just automatically built. It seems to be a weird glitch to the wall over here as well. Very strange. There appears to be having a lack of a wall over here. But yeah, you have this. And also, I'm going to show you one last little tip. Once this is built, which will be fine. It's going to be built in a second. Come on, Schnell. Build it faster. Ba-ba-da-ba! Do it. Yes. So here, I can build these glorious shields, which is awesome. Shields are used to destroying portals, but you can also take people to the next island using shields too. And basically, the way you do that is, it's similar how you send your knights off to attack a wall. There's that little flag near the wall, and basically, that little flag, you give a small amount of gold to it, like 4 or 5 gold, and it sends your knights off to go and attack the wall. Tip number 1. When it comes to sending your guys off to attack a wall, attack the wall after you had a blood moon. Because no people will attack after having a blood moon. I think it's almost impossible. I've sometimes had a small chance, but if there is, it's a very, very small attack, and it's not a problem at all. For your little guys, especially if you send upgraded knights, because you can get a shrine to upgrade your knights to do a sexy little charge at the enemy, and upgraded knights as well, archers as well, to be able to one-shot most people. On the 7th day, I built a boat. And another tip about the boat is, on day 1, it gives you a whole bunch of materials to build your boat, probably up to halfway, so it can get to the second island very, very fast on the first day. But all these pieces you see on the floor, if not guarded or built in the time it takes for the greed to come, you will have the greed take these parts from you and steal them. Like it was if a coin on the floor, or they can steal items dropped by recently attacked villagers that have items. So I wouldn't say just chuck a whole bunch of gold at your boat and say, oh yeah, it's fine, I'll have it built in time. No, it's going to get stolen, and you're going to be very sad because you wasted all your money. Yes, unknown fact as well, to the unexperienced gamers of this, these knights here, as you'll see right here, he picks up gold. And stored gold in the knight inventory will basically mean it's kind of like backup lives, and your knight will take so many hits until equal to the amount of golds they picked up. Then after that, they will then be, quote, killed. They will just be beaten off their shield, and then that's it. They'll no longer be a knight anymore. They'll just be a peasant again. Catapults are a thing of wonder, and they will easily decimate massive hordes of enemy greed that attack your kingdom in blood moons. I would literally scream to say how important it is to maybe not get it too early, but I would say definitely before the second blood moon to have a catapult. They are incredibly useful. Knights are also quite useful for blood moons as well. Upgraded ones can be a bit overwhelmed fast, so I wouldn't advise relying on their charge when they're upgraded from their little knight shrine to kill loads of them. They are handy because they kill in the same they kill greed in the same efficiency as a catapult, whereas the catapult ball will be fired and then it'll roll on the floor and kill greed. Their charge will kill all greed in their charge arc. But they will charge in front of the wall, and then they would, if there's a big giant greed, they will be overwhelmed extremely fast. Oh, what's this? Okay, what? Oh. Oops. Oh. The wall was destroyed. Did not notice that. Run away! Doggy, save yourself! Retreat! But yeah, the other thing about it as well, other factor about the knight, when your wall is close to being damaged and destroyed, your knights would notice it being close to being destroyed and damaged, and they will retreat to the next best wall. So they would retreat, aka over to here, which is awkward because it looks like I think I've lost all my knights. Quickly, get behind this wall. Because you are foolish and you want to walk in front of the wall like a crazy lunatic. Get back. But oh yeah, back to going off screen to get off this island. But yeah, these flags here. These flags over here. On the at the moment, it's only on the right-hand side, left-hand side, where there's no portal, so I can't send them out yet to escort the boat, because they can do that as well. When your boat is just being built, you can send these guys off to escort it. So you could. I don't think I would rely on this too much, but you could potentially build your boat, build your boat before destroying the last portal on the side where it has to get off the dock. Send your knights over to defend it, and then destroy the portal as you go through the portal, as your boat gets to the portal. I wouldn't rely on that too much, because late game you might have them overwhelmed very fast, and you have to expend a lot of money on that. Ah yes, one more thing about noticing that they are upgraded or not is, as you can see just now, you just saw a little white stream with the arrow. That's to show it's an upgraded archer. So that's a little tip as well. If you want to know if it's upgraded or not, if you've upgraded your shrine, you've left it for a few days, and you don't know if they're upgraded or not, watch the arrows. If there's no stream on them anymore, they ain't upgraded no more. So you can go and give them money. Also, because upgrading these, I'm upgrading to have these knights. It forces 2 to 4 archers to act like a bodyguard for him, and he'll make a platoon, which seems cool and all, and it can be some. And the only downside though is it will draw archers towards him. So and what they'll do is, with your archers you have, it halves them between both sides of your wall. So if in the later game, which I'll show you a little tip you can do to get loads of archers in the start of the day in your next island really early. So it can sometimes cause problems, but it can also cause good things. Like say in this island I destroyed all the portals, and I want more archers on the side. I want all the archers to be on the side where the portal was coming from. The side the portal was. I can recruit a whole bunch of knights to go over there, and that'll pull all of my knights over to the right, like say the one side, to defend, which is extremely helpful, and it makes it your archers much more efficient. Haha! As you may see, the boat is finished, and time to set sail. But yes, as you may notice as well, there's one little thing here, and at the very top of this mast as well, there's 2 little ports for knights to be on. And a builder would also hold onto it here, and also onto the mast here, and push it down the river. And that's one thing you may have noticed. But let me a little wander down here. So these guys are going to jump on the boat actually. So it might be 4 actually. I'm curious actually. I think it might be 4 actually. One there, yeah, one per area. 1, yeah, 2, 3, 4. So that's also important to know. Like if you're trying to do a speed run, sometimes also drawing so many of your knights away from the walls to get on the boat and to be sent towards these knights can really cause detrimental problems to your city. But as you can see here, I can now add gold to this. Okay, I'll do that. 1 gold and 2 gold. So now these guys are both heading off. You may think to attack the wall. No. They are going over to the boat. Ah, and it's possibly 4 builders would actually push it as well. But yeah, as you can see here though, my knights are walking in front of the boat to guard it. So you could potentially have it go out on a day before you destroy the last portal. But I wouldn't advise it. I really wouldn't. But also, the reason why you'd also do send your knights to the boat, because once it got to the harbour, those 2 knights that escorted the boat will also leap onto the boat with extreme grace and fabulousness. But yeah, I'm going to go and recruit some more knight builders as well, just in case. That is the case. Perfect time for me to finally get this boat to this harbour. In the perfect start, the rise of the sun. And all these guys can now hop on and have a grand old time. And as you saw, the knights hop on too. And that's awesome. They all kind of gather up at the back, which is kind of funny if I show you a funny little tip I need to do later in it. But as you may also notice, it costs me 10 gold to go to the next island. But another little thing about it is whatever gold is in your little bag when you go to the next island stays in your bag at the end until, and you have that at the start of the next island. So what I can do to save that extra 10 gold being wasted paying for the boat, I throw a whole bucket ton of gold over here just because I can, and then I go back and pick up some gold and hop right on the boat. So as you can see, I filled up my pocket literally to the seams. It's even been spewing out slightly. And let me just go ahead and chuck all this on the boat. Oh no, I wasted 10 gold picking that up. But haha, I just pick it up and slide it off the little harbour as I float by. And look, my bag is entirely full again, to the point where it's literally on top. And the dog leaps on the boat just before you leave as well, which is adorable. And I've survived day 1 island. No. Yeah. No. I survived the first island. That's what I meant to say. And yes, I left the island on day 15, sorry. And the achievement is to leave the first island before the first day. And I would say the thing you can do to do that very, very quickly is to simply, well, yeah, build the boat fast. They give you it. They give it to you on a silver platter. They give you no portals both sides. They give you practically enough of the resources to have your boat built, half built, or just by building the boat, rather than giving you an empty frame when you start constructing your boat. Oh, but yeah, man, this success music, yeah, that's so cool, so nice. And it's also really funny because you can get a whole bunch of night gear on, and it really looks funny because the back of the boat is so ridiculously crowded. It's really funny as hell. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Kingdom New Lands. Sadly, it's going to replace Dark Wood for a bit, but until it's either A, hopefully fully finished, which I don't think it would be, or 2, updated a lot more, I would then start back up the series again. And I hope you've enjoyed it, and remember, stay rich, guys, and have a good old day to you. Goodbye.